Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1402nd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. Remember, we are the short-term traders with the long-term view. We plan on being here 10 years from now. One of the only ways you will get there, if you ask me, is to make sure you put your stops in first. This is a very risky business. Always have stops in, always place them first. Futures trading is extremely risky, causes substantial financial loss, is not suitable for all traders. You can have your eyes plucked out in this business. Make sure you know what you're doing. If you want to learn this, if you wanted to learn how to use technical analysis and use that for trading the next day, come join me at livewithoscar.com. I am in my chat room where I will help you understand the analysis. What's on the board? Traders, trading for November 23rd, 2015, but really Sunday through Monday, we've got some topics on the board. You'll note there's a red and green Omni here. We've got a red Omni, and I'm clapping for it because I hope it just continues every day in the Russell, the emini, S&P, NASDAQ, and Netflix. A stock jumps out there once again. We've been looking at or trying to trade, if not getting into Netflix for the last few days. We're looking at Netflix once again for trading on Monday. Then there's the red Omni for gold and natural gas. Omni reverses back to red Omni in gold. We put out a gold sell recommendation this afternoon before the markets opened on Sunday evening at 6 p.m. And so far the gold has been going down. Patience usually prevails, OMNIX, if you're not filled. Number 2 on our board. Indices remain strong. And hey, again, round of applause there. Indices remain strong. I am so glad they didn't tank out. We removed Don't Fall in Love with the Upside. That is not out of context still. That is still part of the context. It's part of the larger picture of what's going on. We've removed Do Not Fall in Love with the Downside off the board because there is a possibility that this market will fail to make new highs and end up moving lower over time. That would be a long-term video. That would be another discussion. Tonight is a short-term video for trading on the 23rd. So, Omni reverses back to a gold Omni, and the hunt is back on. Watch out, gold. We're after you. Next, indices remain strong, and then Netflix. Traders, with no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the first chart I'm going to show you this evening is the daily bar E-mini S&P. So the E-mini S&P daily bar chart. What you'll note is that we are above the 200 bar moving average, and a nice bar got us up there, right? A nice strong day. Now we've got these two bars sort of resembling what could be the beginning of an F flag. In fact, I think that's what that is. If we could take out these highs, that would be a wonderful thing. Longer term, if we fail to take out these highs, kids, it's not going to be a very wonderful thing. We'll talk about that if we can't get up there. For now, we're bullish, we're positive, we're expecting to at least give it a try. Maybe we'll end up here tomorrow. So we're buying dips. Love the way it held the average. I hope we can take out those highs and negate some of the possibility of the bearishness in this market. Not that it's so bearish, but if you ask me, it doesn't look quite as bullish as it used to unless we can make a new high. Let's leave it at that. I'll do a more detailed video on what I am expressing to you as the week goes on. All right, traders, so let's move. NASDAQ. We had one of those Oscarism F flags, which then the market rallied to a second F flag. And then finally we got F, right? The F flag did its job. The market went down. Another F flag. Lately, these F flags have been lasting for quite some time. This is a small one. Is this F flag number 3? 1 worked, 2 worked for quite some time. Let's see if number 3 can get us above previous highs. That would be a great thing. Buying dips on Monday, Sunday through Monday. Then the German DAX, look at that F flag. That's looking fantastic. German DAX looks really good right here. I hope it stays inside the flag and works its way higher. We will be a buyer of dips in the indices. If we were to trade DAX, taboo, poison market, crazy. If we were to trade DAX, looks like we'd be buying dips. And then you've got the Dow Jones Transportation Average, deemed the leader of U.S. indices. I showed this to you in my last video on Thursday for Trading Friday and said, look at this bull flag. We did rally up and hit the top of it. In fact, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but we actually pierced it slightly. Let's see if we can now get above the flag, and if so, I'll give you the projection from the flag and show you about how high we could go. One step at a time, of course. Let's get above the flag, but that's positive, and of course we are above the OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average, so that's working well. And next on the board, you should like this, traders, the gold. Look at this, the hunt is back on. I am on your back, gold. Watch out. We had that double bottom, right? We were sellers all the way through this, all the way down here. Once we got back above the double bottom, I said, you know, let's not be sellers anymore. In fact, Omni became a buyer for a day, has switched back now, wants to be a seller. The Omni went short and just on time. Why? We are back below that double bottom now. So the Omni turns bearish on Friday, or I should say Sunday night. Friday night for trading Sunday through Monday, and we get back below just on time on Friday. I think we're going to go boom down in gold. Downside should come. Then there's this, traders. Natural gas. Do you remember when I showed you this chart, I don't know, 10, 12 days ago, and I said to you, we've had a call that natural gas should get between $1.50 and most likely to $1 at some point in our future. I'm not saying a year, a week, a month, or 10 years. It is going down here. So that's what I gave you about, I don't know, 8 to 10 days ago. Look at what has happened since. It's worked its way all the way to here so far. That might look small to you. That's an enormous move in natural gas. It's been working its way down for quite some time. You can see with this sort of Andrew's pitchfork sort of thing I've got here. It's not quite, but it's a variation. And you can see that it held the top line very well, and we've bounced off the bottom many times. You've had a lot of time spent in this area, and now maybe we take out this quadrant and continue on down. Watch out for your natural gas. Traders, the last thing I want to show you is a very, very interesting chart. This chart has a wonderful F flag. It is Netflix. We've been trying to buy it for a couple of days. Some of you Omniacs got filled. Many of us missed the long, very, very close. We were trying to buy it here and it just took off before we got in. We'll see what happens for trading Sunday, Monday. But we'd like to buy dips in Netflix. That's our stock pick. Go to livewithoscar.com and choose the stock side, and you will see what we're doing and how we're working the Netflix trade. Traders, pull your own charts, do your own analysis, and come on down to livewithoscar.com and we can compare notes. So, traders, you've seen the chart. You've got my technical argument for why we have a green Omni in Russell, emini, S&P, NASDAQ, Netflix, although I didn't show you the Russell chart. It looks fantastic. And why we're looking for downside in gold and natural gas. Livewithoscar.com. Join me in my chat room. If you'd like to join me here live in Las Vegas, I'm holding a 4-day seminar. It's called OmniCamp. January 22nd through the 25th. If you would like to learn the art of calling Oscar's market navigational indicator, the Omni, for yourselves, come on down to livewithoscar.com. Click the OmniCamp banner and fill it out. It's a small application, a couple of questions. I'll call you back personally and qualify you for a seat at OmniCamp. Traders, again, livewithoscar.com. I'll see you there. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with keeping those emotions at bay, and I know that's not easy, is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, I'll see you all at livewithoscar.com. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.